Amos 7 now. This is what the sovereign Lord showed Amos. He was preparing swarms of locusts after the king's share had been harvested, and just as the late crops were coming up. When they had stripped the land clean, the locusts, I cried out, Sovereign Lord, forgive. How could Jacob survive? He is so small. So the Lord relented. He stopped what he was going to do and his prophecy to Amos to Israel. So the Lord relented. This will not happen, the Lord said. This is what the sovereign Lord showed me. The sovereign Lord was calling for judgment by fire. It dried up the great deep and devoured the land. Well, that's going to happen in the end, right? When the whole world is changed. And I cried, Sovereign Lord, I beg you, stop. How can Jacob survive? He is so small. So the Lord relented. He stopped. Again, but there will be in the end. I explained that in the total end. When people are changed to spirit. And the earth has changed. I don't have time right now for that. Anyhow, it's a revelation. So the Lord relented. This would not happen either, the Lord said at that time. This is what he showed me. Amos is saying about God showing to him. The Lord was standing by a wall that had been built with true plumb. Being a carpenter, what does a plumb do? They say this verse, they don't know what it means. Well, a plumb, I think, again, you understand scriptures through the Holy Spirit. I think by the context of plumb, being a carpenter, a plumb means it's a line with this piece of steel at the end that's machined to an arrowhead, or in the old days, something pointy like a heavy wood or something, so that you know it's up and down straight, plumb, right? People call it a level, but a level is held against the ground parallel. It's level, but when it's held against the wall, it's plumb too. Anyways, this is what he showed me. The Lord has standing by the wall, and he had by a wall that's been built true to plumb, with a plumb line in his hand, God. And the Lord asked me, what do you see, Amos? A plumb line, I replied. Then the Lord said, look, I am setting a plumb line among my people Israel, and I will spare them no longer. The high places of Isaac will be destroyed, and the sanctuaries of Israel will be ruined, and my sword I will rise against the house of Jeroboam, the king. Well, God did rise against them. He's probably used a plumb line to cut it, straight up and down like a line, meaning you're going to be thrown out. That's probably the context here. This guy Amos, I don't have time. This guy Amos, the priest came there, and he said, Jeroboam, you keep saying the king's going to die by the sword. He's basically telling Amos to get lost. So Amos goes back to him. You say, don't prophesy against Israel, but your wife will become a whore, basically. Your children will die, and you'll die in captivity. Okay.